We are taking on the Ultra Necrozma solo battles, and this is the advanced battles, and we're going to be showcasing our 3 diamond rarity and below, so no EX. So we're running Krokorok along with Leopard. So Leopard only needs 1 energy to start attacking, while the Krokorok is very energy hungry. So usually we want to start with the Purloin so we can start attacking and then evolve into the Leopard, do 40 damage consistent while we ramp up on the Krokorok, get the evolution going and get the energy up. But we start with the Croc, so we start evolving. We don't need to attack right now, but we will be attacking from next turn. Yeah, we won't evolve right now. We're gonna try and hit them with Rocket Grunt. Oh, let's go. 6. Yeah, so that's worked out perfectly for us. And next turn you'll see Krokorok's ability, which is amazing. Like I love the only thing I hate is 3 energy to get it up and running. Or this would be a dope Pokemon that I'd always use. Okay, and look, we get rid of two cards from their hand, slowing them down even more. And in this game, you know, the more cards you draw, the higher likelihood you win. So every turn we get a chance to get rid of 3 cards, and we're building up more at the back. We got our Leopard already set up, and we get rid of another 2 cards, Celesteela, Beastite, and look, we got the rare candy, another Krokorok ready. So try out this deck for that 3 diamond rarity and below, and you realize how strong this deck is. If you can get it set up, it's strong, fun, and you'll be able to even be able to use this in the expert battle. So I'll showcase how it does in the expert stage. Obviously, it only does 90 damage, but it's 90 consistent damage and slows them down significantly. Get a Pokeball. So we practically got all our basics out already. Again, 90 damage, and we're practically getting rid of the whole hand. Yeah, they got 0 cards now. They have a lot of Pokemon in their deck. So this, yeah, we'll probably have to do another battle because this does take a while because you don't have anything that's like a one-shotter. So, but we would have completed nearly every single mission already because we haven't lost the point. 3 diamond rarity and below. Yep, and we're taking that out with a dark Pokemon. Let's go. Try it out for yourself. We have one more mission to complete as part of our advanced battle, which is win by turn 14. So we're going to use a different deck, a Darkrai focused deck, using also the new Pokemon from Extradimensional Crisis. So we're using the Naganadel as well as the Nihilego. This is a much quicker deck because of the poison damage that we do, as well as the poison gets exacerbated by the Naganadel doing the poisoning, well, exacerbated by the Nihilego. And if you can get 2 out, we do plus 20 damage every turn. So we keep a spot open so we can put another Nihilego out. And we should zoom through this because we also do 20 ping damage from the Darkrai. And we've got that Nihilego. We evolve to our Naganadel. We poison. We do the initial 40 damage, but then every turn we do plus 30. And then from here on in, we do plus 20 ping with our Darkrai. So that's what's speeding up the process. And the fact that they don't have the Celesteela, they can't rotate out and remove the damage. So we do our 20 ping, and we don't even have to attack, and they'll take 30 damage next turn. And then we'll have 2 points already. So they put the Beast Wall on, doesn't do anything because they'll took an extra 20 damage anyway. They put the Stack Attacker in, but it's gonna end pretty soon. And from next turn, our Darkrai is ready as well. Yep, and unless they retreat this Stack Attacker out, they lose it. They do, but we do extra damage on this Necrozma because it is weak to dark. So we attack for 60 and then it'll take poison damage. And that's advanced battles complete by turn 14. We now use our 3 diamond rarity and below deck. I do really like this deck, and we have maybe the perfect start because start with the Purloin, and we also got our basic Croc, so we can, and we've got the Evolution, we got the Leopard, we got a Rare Candy, we got a Repel, we got the Croc Rock. This is the perfect end, and they don't have a Celesteela. Celesteela is the danger one for us because they keep moving it around. So now they won't be able to move anything around. We'll be able to trap them and keep attacking them. So this is perfect for us. I repel because I wanted to do a lot of damage because I know they don't have the Celesteela. So I keep, and I don't want to take anything out yet. I want them to get low enough and then I can strike because I want to have my Krokorok ready. Got all my basics out now. I can start evolving, well, powering up the other Krokorok as well. They put the Beast Wall on, getting my evolutions out. I retreat into the Krokorok and I want to take out something. So they don't expect me to take out this Beast, the Stack Attacker. I flip, I get rid of 2 of their cards as well. Amazing. Maybe I should have taken out the Necrozma EX because then they won't be able to loosen me. Yeah, this is what we have to be cognizant of, is the fact that if they loosen me and you take out a Pokemon that had energy, they get those. And if you take out a Pokemon that didn't have any energy, they can't loosen me. Oh, we get rid of, they got nothing in the hand anymore. That's why I love this Krokorok. Because look how funny it is. They got the Celesteela out, so now they can just rotate between Pokemon. But I've got I've got everything online, so I can just go gung ho, take everything out. I don't burn any of their cards yet, but it's only a matter of time. Yeah, they can do whatever they like because I've got another Krokorok, I've got another Leopard, I've got everything ready, and they're all 1 point monsters, 1 point Pokemon that is. Just Team Rocket Run just for the fun of it. And we win with a 3 diamond rarity and below deck, and this is a very fun deck. I love playing this. It's like it all meshes well. The Leopard needing only 1 energy, Krokorok with his ability, amazing try. We move on to expert battles and we use the same deck. It's a pretty good deck. We do have to battle 20 times, so we're going to try out different decks and we'll see what happens. The other obviously battles, we want to do as many of the missions as possible using the least amount of tokens because we have to battle 20 times anyway. We can just use various decks as long as we win. Well, even if you lose, you don't lose a token, so you just battle until you win. You could do auto battling, but I just like to control it because I think sometimes the NPC, the AI is a bit rogue and doesn't do the optimized moves, or just does very bad moves and sacks off your active Pokemon sometimes when it doesn't need to. So we start with the Darkrai, which is good because we can take out the Psychic Necrozma. Yeah, we got obviously both our Nihilegos ready in case we poison, we ping them, red card them just to disrupt them. Luckily we haven't got a Celesteela yet because if they had the Celesteela, I'm guessing they would have rotated out. They would have rotated between the backline. Both the Ultra Necrozma EXs share the damage out. That's what they like to do. So literally the Celesteela is the MVP in their deck because of the rotation. They loosen me the psychic energy. But max they'll be able to do is 60 because they need 2 more metal energy. Even though the next energy is a metal, it won't be enough. We use red on them, do as much damage as we can, because next turn we can take them out, because we do 30 damage with the Nihilego, and then the poison damage on top is more than enough. So we don't mind losing the Darkrai. And obviously we've got multiple missions to complete. This will only complete one of them, which is win by turn 14. We use red, might as well use it. We do guarantee us win anyway because we hit for 60. Then we've got poison on top. Obviously the other missions are win 10 matches, 20 matches, 3 diamond rarity and below. But this is, one deck you can test out. Let me know if you try it. So we try and complete another expert battle mission. This time it's not to lose a point. So we go back to Old Faithful Dark Tina. And this is the Dark Tina with Nihilego. And obviously in the beginning matches, the beginner, the expert, you kind of want to run dark Pokemon because you're seeing more of the psychic Pokemon being used. While in the expert and the advanced battles, you don't need to focus on it as much because they start using their Ultra Necrozma EX, which is Dragon, no weakness. So you're not even really recommended to use dark Pokemon. You can use whatever you like actually. They recommend fire because you see a lot of the stack attacker. They try and put that in the active spot, and that's the early attacker. So that fire is kind of what's recommended. So you could run a Blacephalon deck with Silvally or a Charizard, wherever. And I like this deck because it's tanky, so we don't lose a point. So main thing is you don't want to lose a point. It's tanky enough to withstand attacks, and because their deck also is a slow build, it complements us because we like to slow build. And because of the Giratina's energy generation, we can get our attack off very quick. We put the dark energy on it, so next turn we can attack. And if they keep their Necrozma in, we take it out. They don't have any energy, so they can't lose him in. But they use the Celesteela's ability to trade it out. We hope they put the Necrozma back in, but they don't. It gets worse. They put the one with energy on it, which is what we didn't want, because now they can loosen in that onto the Ultra Necrozma EX, and all they need is 2 psychic energy and they can start doing their shoegaze move. But if we get a Cyrus, we can Cyrus it out and take it out in one hit because we hit for 130 and they're still in range. Okay, so we'll have to go through this Necrozma, but we do top deck the Cyrus, so we can just take it out. We have 10 HP left, and that's how you don't lose a point while taking on the Ultra Necrozma within expert battles. Try the meta deck, see how you do. So this battle is for the mission to complete 10 wins. So we're using this spicy deck, which is a Stoutland deck. So the main feature of the Stoutland is it makes them use an extra energy before they can use the attack. And we've combined that with Tapu Lele. So we want them to put as much extra energy as they can, and then we punish them because for every energy they have on the Pokemon, Tapu Lele hits them with 20 damage. So if they've got a Pokemon with 4 energy on it, it hits for 80, and it can snipe the bench as well. So what this deck likes to do is put the Pokemon at the back with the energy and start building up and rotating around, and we can just start sniping at them. We first make them, ramp up the energy. Like for the Ultra Necrozma EX, it requires 4 energy. That's a ton. If you get them to put 5 energy, we can hit them for 100. And then we have just basic Pokemon. Well, I say basic is non-EX, so 1-point Pokemon. So we can last a few turns. We can get both our Stoutlands up and running. We've got Tapu Leles, we've got Oricorios to punish them as well if they take out our Pokemon. So I really like this deck. It forces it, you know, if they didn't have that Celesteela, it forced them to either put extra energy or retreat. But because of the Celesteela, they can move around a fair bit. Yeah, you can have so many combinations with this Stoutland. You could have a Alolan Raichu as the finisher because Alolan Raichu does what 60 damage, and is it 20 or 30 for each energy, so you can literally knock them out. But I don't have double Alolan Raichu, so I make do with the basic version with Tapu Lele, which does a good enough job. Let's see, look, they've got the Ultra Necrozma EX at the back, and we can just easily snipe either of them. We snipe the one that has more health because if the other one wants to come in and attack, it takes poison damage. Let's see if it comes in. It doesn't even come in at all. Okay, they take the poison barb off. Yeah, if they don't even come in at all, then we just automatic win. So we don't even lose a point as well. That's how strong this deck is. And it's a really fun deck as well because you can see the AI trying to figure out what's going on. So that is how you take them out for your 10th win. We'll try out this deck. So we played around with a few decks, rotated between them, but for the 20th win, had to go with the deck that I think is the best to handle this, which is right for this, which is my Stoutland deck with the Tapu Lele. Really enjoyed how it handles it being able to attack pretty quick. If you're able to ramp up as well as evolve, then that's an extra bonus because they take a while to attack, so you can start attacking on curve. Even if you don't get straight into your stage 2, your basic stage 1, your stage 2 can, attack. We obviously got the Iona, so we can hopefully get our evolution. We get the rare candy, we got the Oricorials, we get a perfect hand, we get a Tapu Lele. Yep, we've Iona'd into the most perfect hand we can think of, because then we can start also our second line. So, and if we can get this Ultra Necrozma EX out before they put an energy on it, then they can't lose him in, because there's nothing to actually lose him in. But they do get it out. They want us to attack this version. They can't attack us yet until they put another energy on it. And we've also we kind of hide the Tapu Lele so they don't know what we have, so then we can bring it out and snipe it. So we take out this Ultra Necrozma EX because it doesn't have any energy. They can't move around the energy. And we put an extra energy on the Stoutland just so if we want to retreat, we can easily come back to it. Yeah, that's a funny move they did. They literally retreat just so they can lose him in and put the energy on it. Very interesting. Forcing a way to move the energy around because they knew they were guaranteed to put metal energy on it, and now they got a ton of energy on it. I've got so many options. I can either attack the one at the back because I can take it out with 40 damage, or I can even take out the one at the front, even with a beast wall, whatever. 20, 40, 60, 80, we take it out. So that's how flexible, fun this deck is. So you have to make sure you try it out, because we couldn't have taken it out with the Stoutland because it only does 50 damage. And look, that's how you do it. 20 wins. Done. All the missions completed. Let's go. So we completed all our Necrozma promo event missions. So time to open a ton of packs, see what we get. Aim is to obviously get every card because obviously the promo events, so one time only. There may not be a chance to get these again. They haven't been in the past. So we want to collect all the cards, and obviously some of these cards are repeat cards, different design, but they do the same thing. But obviously the Necrozma cards, we haven't received those yet, so we want to collect all of them, and then we can judge if they're good or not. Ultra Necrozma EX, I'm not a big fan of. Hard to you know, get all the energy right. You have to run dual energy or rely on other Pokemon to get that energy on it and then move it across. It's very tough, but these other Necrozmas may have a place. A lot of people are talking about the psychic version because there is a single point finisher now. Before, the only one was, well, you had to rely on what, the Gengar EX. That's a 2 point finisher. Right now, you got one that requires 1 point, is like a 1 point and does 100 damage. But the only drawback is obviously it needs 3 energy. Obviously, you can lose him in, but if you start with it, you're kind of stuck. So the deck needs to run like a leaf. So obviously, there are ways you can fit it in. So we're trying to get every card now. Obviously, and in the future, you don't know what cards they may release, and then it'll be the perfect card, just like the shiny Reverie Charizard. Everyone said it was trash, and then what happened? Rare Candy meta came in, and then everyone was running it. So you never know what they may run in the future that may make it good, or someone might come up with a deck that actually works well, just like when people discovered the Sol Galeo and Shinotic and how we, brought the best out of it. You know, hopefully someone comes out with something. But so far, I'm not a huge fan of it. Probably won't run it, but I may test it out. But you do need to run, if you're running one of these non-EX Necrozmas, you have to run it with double leaf. And I need to get another leaf. Well, good luck, everyone. If you are planning to use these Necrozma cards in rank battle this season, good luck because they are terrible. With this Necrozma promo event, you've got Stack Attacker, Circuitry, whatever. The repeat cards, no different. Blacephalon as well. The Necrozmas are the different cards. They require minimum 3 energy to do anything, and the EX version is dual energy. You need 2 metal to psychic. Yeah, I don't recommend running this as it is. Maybe in the future we get something that will improve it at least and help with either the energy generation, but at this moment I do not recommend it. Yeah, it's a dragon, no weakness, but it's unusable. Like the decks you want to put into it, like you make it significantly weaker. I'll just showcase a couple of decks. I'm not playing with these, but I'll showcase what you could build. So this is what you could build. So we did something similar before. So you're using that Lunala. So you're using metal energy only. You're using the Giratina to generate that psychic energy, the Lunala to bring it up. And then you've got the Komala in here to handle the Oricorio. Yeah, on paper it looks like a good deck, but you need so many pieces. You're relying on getting the Giratina, so you have to put 2 in there. You're relying on the Lunala, so you have to put 2 in there. And then Solgaleo is in there just in case you brick. At least you got metal energy you can go into and attack. And you got the Komala for the Oricorio. Yep, it may look good on paper, but you're gonna struggle. You need so many variables just to get it off, online. So I don't recommend it. Next up, we have is what the actual AI uses. And I think this is probably the best version. So, dual energy, you're using both versions of the non EX and the Cosmos. You got the Stack Attacker as well as you need a Celesteela. The Celesteela is probably the MVP because there's nothing really that hits hard and quick enough. So the Celesteela allows you to delay the game, and your main attacker at the beginning is probably going to be the Stack Attacker, and its moves it also delays because it takes -20 damage. It's pretty tanky as a basic Pokemon, and then when you lose it, that's when you can activate your other Pokemon because then you lose them into them. So if you know, okay, you've lost 2 metal energies from your Stack Attacker, you can go into the metal version of the Necrozma and then you attack with that. And then when you lose that, then you can go into your Necrozma EX and then you put Lusamine on and you're hoping you get the right energy because it's random energy. But I don't think this is great. You try out and let me know. Good luck. Also, the deck lists from the solo battles. So we've got our 3-star one, the one with the Stoutland. Make sure you take a screenshot if you want to try them out. Then we've got the one with the Darkrai Poison deck. And finally, we've got our meta one that we always go to with the Nihilego. Try them out, let him know how it goes.